everybody, my name is Kazi Asif Ahmed and I'm from Bangladesh. I'm living here in Sydney for the last 1 year for my post-graduation, and now I'm doing my Masters of Networking from MIT Sydney campus. Today I'm here to do a video presentation based on 2 different network security tools, which is the requirement of our assignments. In the assignment, a case study and 5 different security tools has been given. Our task is to implement a network design with a high security level following any 2 of the security tools with the minimum cost. And I already went through Nmap and Nessus. Both are really amazing tools. And at first I will be talking about Nmap, and then I will be talking with Nessus. Thank you. Starting with Nmap. This is actually a network monitoring tool which I already installed in my system because it takes a lot of time to install, so it's pre-installed. Let's see. It's actually a command line based tool, so we need to know all the commands to operate this system. And moreover, to make it easy, it also have a graphical user interface which is called ZenMap. I already installed it as well in my system, but I will be using the command line just to show you how it works. So yeah, here is the graphical user interface for Nmap, which is known as ZenMap. Yeah, we can do a few things with this. Actually, not only a few things, we can do a lot of things with this network monitoring tool. For example, if I'm inside in a network, by using this tool I can check how many hosts are available inside this network, what are the host IP addresses, what are their MAC address, what are their operating system, even all the available ports, and a lot more. So let's see what we can do. So here it is showing that Nmap is installed in my system. The version is 7.70. So first I want to know how many ports and how many hosts I have available in my system. So for that I should write the code Nmap and my router address 192.168.1.1. Actually it will be taking a lot of time. Here you can see 26 seconds remaining. Yeah, it's done. So till now he's showing the services and the port number of my router. So 2 different services is working, domain and TCP, and the ports are 53 and 58. So if I want to inject something through this port, I can use it remotely from my PC. And now let's see how many hosts are up in my network. For that I will be writing nmap sp and the host, the local host, and the range. So with this code I can see how many hosts are up right now in my network. So here it is showing 3 hosts up and all the IP addresses for this hosts. And moreover, if we want to know the MAC address, we can do that as well, like nmap os scan -guess and the specific IP address such as 192.168.1.1 15. Seems like something went wrong. Yeah, it should be fine. So here you can see that I'm using Mac OS, but the IP that I put right now is another host in my network, and the user is using Microsoft, and what are the different ports and services are running in there, everything I can see. So the meaning of showing all this is, if I sit inside a network and run Nmap, then I can easily monitor who is using my network and what are their activities. So as I'm the administrator of my own network, so if someone tried to break in the security or try to introduce, then I can easily cross-match all the IPs and block him and secure my network. So that is the actually initial, or you can say basic things that we can do through Nmap. Though it's really a powerful monitoring tool, we can do a lot more things, but because of time limitation, I just explained the basic things about Nmap. I think it's useful for everybody. Now I will be starting with Nessus. Same as Nmap, I already installed the application to my system. It's actually a web application, so it needs a few steps to complete the installation, so I already did it before. Now I will be showing you how it works. Yeah, I already registered for the login. So this is actually a vulnerability checking software web application as well, through what you can check all the information and vulnerabilities of all the devices within a network. So now I will be showing you how it works. So as you can see, I'm logged in. Here is the option new scans. So there are a lot of options. The important options are basic network scan, which is here, and the advanced scan. With that, you can check all the details, like what are the vulnerabilities that are hiding inside the devices. So how to run it, I'll be showing you now. Just click here and then name something, test scan, and provide your DNS server address 192.168.1.1/24. I think it's done. So I already added it here. If you can see, I just marked it. So let's play it. This test takes a lot of time, as you can see here, a loading sign. So it will be taking approximately 30 minutes. So I already ran a test earlier, so to show you that, here are the results. So as I told you, I already ran the test before. So the time 5 hosts were live in my network, and there are different vulnerabilities that is showing here. So I just click one. There is a beautiful pie chart here as well, so with the different color like red, orange, yellow, green and blue, with all the color, it defines the type of the risk of my system. And here you can see the IP address. This IP address actually belongs to me, so right now I'm checking all the vulnerabilities, actually high vulnerabilities of my system. Here it's showing that I have a lot of vulnerabilities in my system because I'm running with a lot of bypassed software. That means I cracked a lot of software. So for these patches and keys, it is showing here. So let's check other vulnerabilities in other devices. So this is actually my another device, and here are some few vulnerabilities as well. So let's check in the medium one. Here are some description, like what are the vulnerabilities is, and it's also given, it's also comes with the solution as well. So this is actually the basic work of this Nasus software. uh, so both are the softwares, as I explained about Nmap earlier, both of the software works in a different way, but ultimately their goal is same, like checking the whole network, what are the hosts available inside it, what are the vulnerabilities. Yeah, especially Nasus can check all the vulnerabilities inside the system as well. Yeah, that's all about Nasus till now. So let's come to the comparison right now. As I showed you both of the softwares, one is CLI based and another one is graphical user interface based. So it depends on user who are more comfortable on CLI or GUI. So based on the performance, Nmap is really powerful and comes with a lot of diversity and a lot of functionalities. But in case of Nasus, it can just only scan the vulnerabilities of all the devices within the network and can find out the MAC address, operating system, port details, and a few more things. So to my opinion, there are some limitations on Nessus, but in map you can do a lot more, like tracing the route, tracing the ports, probing the ping in a hidden IP, and a lot more. So in my opinion, Nmap is a better monitoring tool, networking tool, rather than Nessus. And if we talk about these tools, both of these tools based on the scenario case study, uh, I would prefer Nmap for the whole network, because the network is going to be very important. It's for institutions who has 3 different campuses in 3 different states, and one of the main campuses runs with a lot of students and staffs as well. So it will be really hard to monitor all the users at the same time. And I think with Nmap, it is going to be easier, because as I showed you on the video, Nmap is less time consuming rather than Nessus, because if you want to run a scan through Nessus, it takes like 30 minutes. So the vulnerabilities and the risk of the whole network becomes more high. So in that point, I will go with Nmap. So yeah, that's all of my opinion about both of these softwares. I think that's quite basic, but it's going to be enough for a startup. Thank you for watching my video. Have a good day.